This guy was he might have been reaching a leash, and he had a gun in his hand. His wife called 911, which is crazy. But I think he just needed someone to come over and just listen to him and maybe have a brandy with him or smoke a spliff with him. I don't know. But we know that these cops really are blood hungry. Right here, we've got this death penalty article in Newsweek magazine, folks. This thing is Newsweek, very reputable right here. Rethinking the death penalty. The reason they have this article, folks, is because the police lie so much. It's called perjury. It's their answer to everything. DNA tests, this saved 87 prisoners that were on death row from execution, mainly because probably 86 of the police and the prosecutors from their cases lied. They set them up. They can't catch you with the joint. They frame you for murder. The cops have been lying so much too, folks, that Illinois actually halted executions pending a probe. The police were lying so much they were sending people to death that they shouldn't have died. And you know what? On death row here in Arizona, these are all these people, and you know what? I'm sure the vast number of them are guilty. But are we sure enough? Are we sure enough to kill them, folks? A lot of police lie, and they don't think about it anymore. They say, yes, Your Honor, I promise, and all this stuff. These are all people slated for dead man walking right now in Arizona. Can we trust the police, though, that made the decisions, that their honesty was there? I don't know, folks. And folks, for you people who are channel surfing, I'm Jim Lockier. I'm on every Thursday night at 9. This is Freedom Watch. We tape live Wednesday at 4. And today is July 1st, 2009. Thank you for joining us. We got 15 minutes left. Please stay with us, and I will try not to bore you, and I will try to give you as much information as possible. Right here, you know, if you lie to a police officer, you know, it's called false statement and stuff like this. But how many times do they do it? Here's, again, the definition, the legal definition of perjury right here. The act or instance of a person's deliberately making material false or misleading statements while under oath. A police report is an oathful statement, folks. So what's happening is they're lying. They just get so used to it. It's like the Tucson police lie so much, they really don't know what the truth is anymore. And it's not just, you know, giving people tickets or towing away their cars. You need to realize, too, that these cops, and this is I find this very super disturbing. I've showed this article on a few other Freedom Watches, but in January 2005, a SWAT team in Baltimore County descended on the home of Cheryl Lynn Knoll at 5 a.m. after finding marijuana seeds in the family's trash. What do these SWAT teams go around checking people's trash for marijuana seeds? I thought they had better things to do, you know, like maybe catch child rapists or something in the family's trash. Raids are generally conducted late at night or early in the morning. When officers entered Knoll's second-floor bedroom, remember, these guys are in SWAT team uniforms. They're in that black uniform. They look like men from Mars almost, and they're holding guns and stuff like this. This is especially right when you're waking up. When the middle-aged woman sat upright in her bed, frightened, she was holding a gun, folks. She owned it legally. What would you be doing if somebody started busting down doors in your house and you had a piece on your coffee table? She sat upright in her bed, frightened, holding a gun. She owned it legally. A SWAT officer fired twice from behind a bulletproof shield, hitting Knoll in the chest, then fired a third shot at close range. Knoll died at the scene. Watch this. This is especially scary. This is especially troubling, especially for people I may attend church with. Friends and acquaintances described Knoll as a person who ran a Bible study group on her lunch breaks. Research has turned up that more than 36 cases in which totally innocent people have been killed in paramilitary raids. Research has turned up more than 36 cases in which wholly innocent people have been killed in paramilitary raids. She ran a Bible study group on her lunch break, folks. Here's this woman, she's giving her life to God. She's trying to share the word of God with people. And what happens? She gets shot. You know what? These cops, you hear about officer safety and stuff like this. This is ridiculous. This is the cops' attitude, and this is particularly disturbing. Let me focus this in a little bit. Sorry about that. Hope I go the right way. Oh, well, sorry about that. Okay, right here. The safety of the officer must never come at the, let me get this in a little bit more, must never come at the expense of the mission. By definition, public service often means submitting one's own interest to those of society at large. In other words, folks, these cops, they're supposed to die for us, not murder us. They're not supposed to intimidate us, treat us like cattle, treat us like garbage, haul us around like we're just a piece of crap. Look at this. You got 4 cops in the SWAT team that's taking care of this wooden woman. Doesn't she look like a threat to society? Doesn't she look like a 911 bomber? Look at this. Look at these cops. They look like he almost looks like he's smiling. Amazing. And these are the people we're supposed to trust, that they put their hands on the Bible? This is ridiculous. We need to clean up the police department here in Tucson. The best way to do it is make examples of really bad cops. I've got a really good idea about that. And right now, I just have to show you this real quick. Please fly your flag on the 4th of July. It's 233 years ago. 56 men made it the risk of a lifetime. 233 years ago, folks. And something I've got, and I just don't know what to do with them, is these are just wonderful. These are just wonderful. Excuse that ruffling there. These are all my flags over the years. This is just, let me switch this over. I don't know what to do with them. People say that there's proper ways to burn them and do away with them and stuff like this, but I've got so many flags, and I just have difficulty doing anything with them, you know. And I'm just, how many do I have here? Oh gosh, 9, 10. And you know what? If you're going to call me an obsessive patriot, American patriot, thank you. I appreciate it. But these, I heard the Boy Scouts do the proper burnings, and I need to look this up, folks. And this flag particularly is very, very, very touching to me, because this is the one I had up on September 11th, 2001. And I cherish this one. I wrote when I flew it from when I retired it. And I've got, of course, inside the box, I've got this neat little box. Sorry for flipping around so much. And this is just important to me, too. I'm just going to show you the inside of the box, okay? Thank you again for bearing with me, and thanks for giving me 25 minutes of your time. And you know, I'm telling you as it is. If you want to listen to lies, folks, listen to the police, listen to the government, listen to the news agencies. You know, if you want to hear truth, join me every Thursday night at 9. And please tell your friends. Please mark your calendar. I'm doing this by myself. I get no money for it. I just want to serve our people, our children, our nieces, nephews, grandchildren. Every generation of Americans to come should have at least the freedom, the rights, and the privacies that we've enjoyed. Our government right now, with the New World Order, they're trying to groom us into a society of slaves. And that's what I'm speaking against. I'm going to jump, I've got this show, and I'm just going to jump up and down, folks, until people listen. I'm telling you the sky is falling, but it really is. It really is. Getting back to this box, I was drifting a little bit, but thank you for letting me share this with you. I've got right here, and I bought this for Tucson Maps and Flags, and